don't care how the rest of it goes. I don't want to have a C-section. That's it. Hi guys, so it's been a little bit of a no talk, long time no talk. Today we are actually 33 weeks and, how do I always do this? 33 weeks and 2 days, I think. Yeah, we're 33 weeks and 2 days. I turn a new week every Thursday. Today's Saturday. Today's actually my baby shower. We just had my baby shower and I just got home and I thought I'd make a video really quick because my mother-in-law has the kids and then I'm just gonna go lay down until she gets here. I'm so exhausted and I haven't done an update for you guys in a really long time. And so I figured we'll do a little story time. So about a week and a couple days ago, on the 24th, was it the 24th? I don't remember the date to be exact, but it was last Monday, not this last Monday, but the Monday before that. So I would have been 31 weeks and 4 days. I got what I thought was food poisoning. At like 11 o'clock at night, I started throwing up like relentlessly, and we're not gonna make this any prettier than it is. I was having it come out of both ends like simultaneously. Like, it was horrible. I was so sick. Finally, I ended up going to the doctor the next day, and they ended up keeping me or sending me to L&D. As soon as I got to the doctor's office, the soonest they could get me in was at 11:30, and my grandma took me to the doctor and we went straight there, and maybe it was on Wednesday. I think it was on Wednesday, actually. I think it was the 26th, not the 24th, sorry. Anyways, so I was 31 weeks and 6 days, I think. Sounds about right, because I thought they kept saying that I was gonna be 32 weeks the next day. Anyways, doesn't really matter. So we went to the doctor's appointment, and as soon as I got there, they're like, we're just gonna send you across the street to the hospital. So I stayed at the hospital for, like, no joke, like 7 hours because I couldn't keep anything down. I was throwing up and other stuff like non-stop, and while I was there I had an accident both ways, and it took them 2.5 bags of fluid before I could even go to the bathroom, and then they ended up giving me 2 more bags on top of that, so I had a total of 5 bags. And so I was just really dehydrated, and I just felt like crap. They kept pumping me full of Zofran and it wasn't working. They did give me some Pepsid too, and then they ended up giving me Reglan. And I think I seriously have like allergic reaction to Reglan, which they told me happens sometimes. It's not very common, but it does happen. I remember I had Reglan before when I was pregnant with Hunter, and I had the same thing happen. I get like this really bad like anxiety where I want to like crawl out of my skin, and it was so miserable because it was like right before I was about to go home. Like, they gave me the medicine to hope that I could hold something down, because I couldn't go home until I could fully drink something and keep it down. So they gave me that medicine. I was like seriously like laying in the bed like stir crazy, like feeling like, I don't know, it's like the weirdest thing. It's like a total like you feel like you're trapped in your own skin and you need to crawl out. Like, it's so weird. Like, I do not recommend that. Like, it feels like a bad trip. Like, it is horrible. And so that was not fun. And the bad thing is they kept telling me, you can leave 30 minutes after you drink this if the baby stays on the monitor. And guess what? He was not staying on the monitor, so I had to keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and the whole time I'm feeling like that. And so my grandma had to end up driving me back home, and I continued to have all of those symptoms for the next 10 days, and it was lovely. So now fast forward, and it is today, and I have to start taking Pepsid now because I have such bad acid reflux and indigestion, and I just feel nauseous all the time lately, and I hate it. I feel like once you like start that throw up cycle, like it's hard to stop that throw up cycle, because anytime I get nauseous, I just gotta throw up now, which I hate that. I thought that I got out of that stage, but you know what, whatever. And they don't think that it was they don't think it was food poisoning, obviously. They thought that I had a stomach virus because there's a nasty stomach virus going around right now. So anyways, long story short, I have been MIA because I have had the stomach flu for 10 days straight, and it does not make me feel good. And so, but I did find out that I have only gained a total of 24 pounds. So if you know me, that's pretty good, because with Hunter I gained like 70 pounds. With Keegan I gained like 45 or something like that. And this one I've only gained 24 pounds, and I'm almost, well, I just turned 33 weeks, but you know, I'm almost getting close to being done. So fingers crossed we can keep this going and be doing good. Sometimes I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, I will definitely tell you, the more kids you have, the harder it is on your body. And my body already has a hard time, like, being pregnant because I have so many kidney issues and all that. And just it being number 3 makes it so much worse. My hernia is now like the size of like this. They checked it last time I was in, and of course they say there's nothing they can do about it. And I had like a coin, I still have a coin, and a band-aid over it. My doctor's like, it's not gonna help it any, it's not gonna get any better. But to me, it relieves some of the pressure. So I'm gonna keep it on there. I don't care. And I just, guys, I'm gonna tell you real straight up, I'm tired. I'm tired. It is so hard on your body. Like, I do not know. I give it up to you, Michelle Duggar. Like, pregnancy is hard on your body. Especially, I feel like the older you get, like, I'm not old by any means, but I feel like the more, like, the older you get and the more consecutive pregnancies that you had, the harder it is on your body. And I'm just wore out 24/7. I could sleep like 3 days straight and still be tired, and I'm so uncomfortable. I feel like this is Hunter's pregnancy all over again. I have such severe back pain, and with all of my kids I've had back labor, so it's not fun. And I think I'm gonna have to tell them again this time, because when I was in labor with Hunter and Keegan, they actually had to put an internal monitor in because I didn't have contractions in the front of my stomach. I was having them in my back, and they were really hard and really strong, but nobody was like, they're like, we can't read them on the machine, so they had to end up putting it in, you know. And sure enough, I was having really bad contractions. So yeah, other than that, it's just getting so uncomfortable. That's the thing though, when you get so pregnant, you can't sleep anymore because you can't get comfortable. And then you're so tired because you're pregnant. And so it's just like a never ending cycle. And then your baby comes and you don't get any sleep again. So it's just like a never ending cycle. I've been having to take Pepcid because I have such bad acid reflux and heartburn and stuff like that. I've never had that with either one of my pregnancies. Like, I've had heartburn and stuff, but not to this extreme. Like, after everything I eat, it's just, I'm dying. My hernia is getting really bad, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to have surgery on it, which is not fun. I'm not excited about it. Other than that, like, my stretch marks are just getting a little bit worse, but not really. But I feel like this week I just like popped. Like, I feel like a house, like, no joke. Like, I feel huge. My next doctor's appointment is November 17th, and I'll be 35 weeks exactly that day, so that should be exciting. I don't know when this OB that I go to, when they start doing weekly appointments. When I went to Kaiser, they really didn't do weekly appointments, because I feel like I had like a 3-week appointment, and then all of a sudden I just had a baby. So like, I feel like I never went to the doctor on like a weekly basis. And I am officially gonna have to start getting ready for this baby. I was waiting till after our baby shower, which if you guys went to our baby shower today, thank you so much. And I might do a haul on what we got. I really need to get in baby mode. I don't know, this one just doesn't feel real. Like, it hasn't, like, not that it's not real, like, it just hasn't sunk in yet that we are going to be having another baby. And I don't know, I'm just fed up with everything. Like, this is gonna be like a total rant. Like, I'm just tired of all the people who have an opinion about my baby and how many babies I should have, how many babies me and Tabitha should have, and how hard it's gonna be, and just save it. Like, you're talking to a brick wall because I'm not listening. If you do not physically take care of our kids on a daily basis, or, you know, help out at all for any matter, you have no say in how many kids we have or what we do with our life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like people like that. People like that are so negative, and if I want 500 kids, then that's my prerogative, it's not yours. So, I don't know, I'm just so sick of that. Like, that is my rant for today. It is none of your business, so butt out of it, you know? And I'm sorry I'm so negative today, but I just have to say it, like, yeah. Oh, and the other day we had our doctor's appointment. Well, it was my 32-week appointment with our nurse practitioner, and usually you only have it apparently if you have your first baby, I'm gonna assume, because she's like, oh, this is your first baby. I'm like, no, it's my third. And she's like, oh, I don't know why you're here then. And I think it's just because we switched insurances and I've never gone to their practice before. They probably have to do it anyways. And she's like, oh, I just wanted to see if you want to, like, this appointment's to see if you want to go over like a birth plan and talk about that and your feelings and how you're gonna feel and blah blah blah. And I was just straight up with the lady, like, I was in the middle of having the stomach flu, and I'm just like, I don't care if I get induced, I don't care whatever happens, I just know that I want a vaginal delivery and I want to get an epidural. I don't care how the rest of it goes, I don't want to have a C-section. That's it. Like, in a nutshell, vaginal delivery, epidural, I'm happy. I've been induced twice, it's not a big deal. People say, oh, getting induced so bad, but you know what? I don't know any different, so you guys are gonna be like, oh, this lady today. And it is, it's one of those days I just feel like wore out, wore out. But anyways, I was just like, this is the stupidest appointment ever. It makes no sense at all. So anyways, and she's like, well, you know, you might have trouble adjusting and all this. I said, I already know that I get severe postpartum depression. I already know that. I got it the first time, I got it the second time. I'm sure I'll get it again. Like, I know that I'm gonna get it. I can almost guarantee you that I'm gonna get it. And I'm not gonna hurt myself, I'm not gonna hurt the baby. I just know that I have trouble adjusting afterwards due to my hormones. And also, I think a big part of it is I do have psoriasis, and after I have a baby, I get a huge flare-up of psoriasis. Like, while I'm pregnant, most of it goes away. This time it hasn't really gone completely away. I still have a few patches, but every time after I deliver, I get the worst flare-up I've ever had. And with each baby, it's gotten consecutively worse. Like each time it gets more and more worse. So I already know that that's gonna happen, and so you don't feel good about yourself when you're covered in spots from head to toe like a leper. So, you know, it's kind of depressing. But I told her I am wanting to try to breastfeed this baby. I have never breastfed a baby before, like, successfully. I breastfed, I exclusively pumped for Hunter for a week while he's in the NICU. But once we got home, I could never establish that. I didn't know what was going on because it was my first baby, and I had severe postpartum depression. And I was on Zoloft and all that stuff. The second time with Keegan, I just wasn't in the mindset to, like, be able to do that. I was just thinking, I need to get myself fixed, help fast, and I was not in the right headspace. And I feel like this time I really want to try, but part of me has this guilt, like I didn't do it before, so why should I do it now? But then again, I realized that the benefits outweigh the negatives. Like, yes, I didn't breastfeed my other two babies, but they're perfectly healthy. And this one, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not gonna put that stress on myself. So I'm going to try, but I'm not guaranteeing it. But I'm not guaranteeing anything. And I don't know. I just feel like this time around, I'm like, I know I'm prepared to do this. I know how to have a baby. I know what to do. I know how to take care of a baby. I'm just not ready. I'm just not, like, like I'm not, I don't know how to explain it to you. Like it has not sunk in yet, you know what I mean? Like it's not real. I'm sure it will not be real until I push this thing out. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I think it might just because I'm so overwhelmed right now between having 2 kids and having a full-time business. And we did start maternity leave, but I'm not really on maternity leave because I have a 6-week turnaround. So I have 6 weeks to finish orders. So it's pushing it to my due date like as much as it can. So I'm not giving myself a lot of time to rest. And so I think that I'm just pushed to the max. So I don't know. I'm like, this baby can wait until he's like 41 weeks. You know what I mean? Like I just want some time to relax. But I still feel like he'll come like December 17th or something like that. I feel like he will. I don't know. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna say this now. And he's not gonna come until like the end of December. Watch this. I just do not want to. I do not want to go into labor on Christmas. So hopefully he'll either decide to come before his due date or a little ways after his due date, and I'll be a happy mama. But other than that, I'm exhausted and the heartburn and stuff like that, and I'm starting to feel better finally, so expect these videos again. But I couldn't even keep anything down. I finally started eating on like the 7th day, which was miserable, and I still cannot eat certain things because they make me feel like crap. So anyways, I will go ahead and show you guys my 33-week bump. So here, I don't know what I got right there, so excuse it. But here is with the dress on, and I'm not taking the dress off because it is not comfortable. Like I just got home from this baby shower, but look at him. Like I feel like he seriously just popped. Like wham bam thank you ma'am. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and listening to me rant. I will talk to you guys next week for my week 34 update. Don't forget to like, comment, and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Fart blaster from his grandpa for his birthday, and Tavish was blowing it out there. That's why I didn't even chance making the video out there, because he's embarrassing.